Hey there, it's Amy, and I'm back with you again celebrating Madly in Love with Me week. And today we're going to explore creativity. One of the blessings of many blessings Wanda has given me has been to deepen and create more fullness in my creativity. And I know a fair number of people that have either been blocked as artists or really struggling with expressing themselves creatively. And they've painted or they've done drawings of Wanda and that's helped them. And so that could be something that you explore too. And I'm going to share some different creative ideas today, whether you incorporate Wanda specifically or not. First, I'm going to give a little shout out to my friend Rachel, who I met at a Sashiko workshop in New York City. She made this fantastic apron. She even made a little apron for Wanda, which was such a special treat. And some of the things I'm going to share, either wear an old shirt or have an apron that can get messy, so you don't worry about getting your clothes messed up. So we're going to have today a Sharpie, some oil pastels, and you can have some paints, just inexpensive paints, and a palette. I'm going to start though by sharing that I took a fantastic bilateral art painting training the end of last year. And one of the things that I learned was just, many of you already know this, the power of, are they mandalas or mandalas? Somebody can let me know how to pronounce that. So I made a little Wanda one, and I just wanted to remind you that you can create your own design like this however you want. Can be very therapeutic. If you want to have a coloring book, that's fine, but you could actually create your own like I did. Or I did this as a download if you want to copy. You also can make paper dolls. I took a fun paper doll class. I've been on a huge class taking thing in 2020. So this was a fun class where I made Wanda and Beefy changing out their outfits a bit, and they were paper dolls. So you can always do that. I wanted to share today also that just drawing Wanda can be fun. So I'm going to show you how I draw her. And of course, if you know me and you pay attention, you know that Wanda is always kind of different in my drawings. So I usually start with the ear and the head on this side, and then I add the flower, and then I add the head on this left side, coming down, and then the line here, and her collar. Then I usually do the arms, the body, and then, you can do whatever sleeves you want. And then her eyes, her nose, and lips, and a little dot. And you can put a little tick in her ear if you want. And then we add the magic W. So that's how I draw Wanda almost every time. I guess I could mix it up, but that's just usually how I draw her. So if you just are sitting around, you want to doodle, think about self-care and self-love inspiration, you could doodle a Wanda too. So I'm going to share some more creativity with you. I love taking bilateral painting last year. And in bilateral painting or drawing, you pick a couple of either pastels, or you can use paints. I'm probably not going to paint right now because it's just messy, and I'm just going to show you the example. And you paint with both of your hands. Let's come down here. So let's just say I'm going to do a circle to begin with. And I just paint. Oop, this red is not working. With both hands. Or if I want to do a figure 8. This can be really good if you feel stuck. And you can also, as I said, use the paints, put your hand in the paint, and just paint with both hands. Now, this is actually a therapeutic technique So it's something that I share specifically in therapy, but just the idea of bilateral painting, you don't only have to do it in therapy. If it starts to bring up something that you're feeling distressing or you need some support, then of course reach out to whoever you work with or me and ask for support. But just bilateral painting in and of itself, or finger painting, just painting something using your hands, is very powerful and just a really meaningful creative process. So I hope I didn't like overdo it today, because I always love to share so much stuff. But these are some creative options that you can practice. Let me know which of these speak to you. Oh, so let me just say this before we go. Where did the Sharpie go? So I took a class with Beth Laughlin recently, and one thing she did was intuitive painting. But she also had us paint circles. So we did like a template of just the circle. Or like we did like this pattern. Whoops, that wasn't a very good circle. And just painted inside these circles. And she did more than that, which I won't get into. If you're interested, have her teach you. But just even drawing a circle and picking some watercolors or paints and just painting it in can be meaningful too, because it's like there's like a border and you can just kind of mindfully paint. You can maybe listen to music that brings you joy. It's just a nice way to be creative, but also mindful, and just let your mind rest and enjoy being present with yourself at the same time. All right, I hope this was helpful. I really want to know which of these things you try, and let me know. Pocket Wanda, and I say create. All right, bye.